Okay, what's up, happy people? I'm Robert Arrington. This is my little brother Gabe. Y'all know him as BlueGabe. And he called me last night and said, this is what I heard. Be there at 3. So it's 3 o'clock. We showed up, hooked up the boat, and we're here. What are we going to do, Gabe?
Hopefully catch a big old largemouth bass, but most importantly, we're going frogging. We're going to gig and hand catch some big old bullfrogs and hopefully gig some big tilapia. We're just going to fill the cooler with groceries.
Okay, so I knew it was something like that. I wasn't sure exactly what, but we're in his truck. We're headed north, and we'll see you when we get there. Hey, y'all ready to have a good time? This video is sponsored by Harry's. Boom! Welcome to my bathroom, everybody. Fun fact for you. I hate hair on my face with passion. It drives me crazy, it itches, and I just don't like it. But guess what? I hate using a dull razor even more. That's why I found Harry's. They have the sharpest blades. They even own their own factory in Germany. It's super affordable and it's delivered to your door. The cool thing is you don't have to be a member to order, and I love it. This stuff smells so good. More importantly, I just love the way I feel after a good shave. It helps my self-esteem. It gets me motivated. It makes me feel good, and it just makes me happy. In your trial set, you're gonna get a 5-blade razor that's ultra sharp, a weighted handle, and this really nice blade cover. I travel a lot, that goes away. Stores easily, stay sharp, and you get this foaming shave gel. To redeem your trial set for just $3 or save $5 on any shave set, go over to harrys.com/deermeatfordinner. Welcome to Lake Kenansville. This is a big old lake, man-made lake actually, out here in Central Florida. This used to be a cattle ranch. It was bought by the state of Florida, turned into a public fishing ground. For a long time, this is where I killed my biggest alligator, right here in this canal. I caught a 12-8 and a 10-5 at the exact same time. Had them both on. Great spot to come fishing. Gabe wants to do some frog gigging, fish gigging, bass fishing, you name it. But we're gonna do it out here on this boat. First fish of the day, Gabe's got a whopper on, probably at least 2 pounds.
The Jolly Whopper I was telling you about.
Oh, that's a giant!
Yeah. With a mouthful of treble hooks.
Are you kidding me, dude? This ain't no joke, son.
Big old biggin'. It's not as big as I thought it was when it first jumped. It's probably only a 5-pounder. She looks like she's already spawned out.
Look at that mouth.
She just crushed that bomber long A. Here in Lake Kenansville, you cannot even legally put these fish in your bait well. You have to catch them and immediately release them. We were just talking when I hooked this fish if we thought they were spawning or not, and clearly she's already spawned. What you think, big girl?
Nice fish, dude.
That's a way to start the day. Another big one. Did you see that, Austin? I didn't even set the hook.
I'll cut your line and take the lure.
Oh. Y'all can see the importance of those power poles. We can stop right where we want to fish. We're not drifting through. We're not making unnecessary noise. And you can fish an area thoroughly. When you build a boat, if you build it set up for the way you fish, your fishing situation will change forever. You won't get frustrated. You can stop. You have the tools you need to get the job done. We can fish in canoes, kayaks, big boats, little boats. I designed this boat to be the ultimate fishing boat, in my opinion.
All that's doing is mimicking a wounded bait. There he is. Just as I was talking, he came up and popped it upside the head. He was like, come here to me. Come here, boy. There we go. Anytime you're using a lure like this, be careful, because he'll shake them hooks right up into you. Chunky fish. There, how about that one? How about that one all of a sudden? The old Zara Spook is not messing around. All I need is my golly whopper now. There we go. Thank you. See what he did? He wanted to be on YouTube. He's like, hold up, let me shake this off my face real quick.
So hard to not jump the gun when you're fishing with topwater. Big fish. They don't normally hit that hard on this lure. He crushed it. You notice I don't really grab a hold of him or try to pick him up until I have a really good hold of him.
Holt. Holt. Is that like the same language as Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico and Holt. You gotta have a Holt of them. You Holt them in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Man, what a day. Look at the sun rays coming through there. Let me catch this other big fish right here real quick.
You're using that term big very loosely.
But can I do 3 in a row?
See if they like topwater right there. That's nonsense is what it is. Oh! I was trying to get the weeds off my lure and got attacked by a little ninja.
When they start biting, that's the time to be throwing. As quick as you can. That fish ate like a 12-pounder.
Well, he ain't 12 pounds.
He's big on the small scale.
This is one of the magical casts of the whole day. Setting sun, you got a big slick piece right here. Throw that topwater right into it. I'm gonna throw right here at this little opening and catch one. Gosh! Did you see that bite though?
Was that him?
I don't know. I got a nice fish on here. We're weed whacking with the topwater. Beautiful largemouth. Out here on the world famous Lake Kenansville. But we're done bass fishing. We're gonna put this away and we're gonna start frogging. Check this out. The sun has gone down. It's gotten a little windy, but boy, we hear frogs everywhere. We're gonna ease up in here to some of the hydrilla mats. You see all those weeds right there? That's all hydrilla. And when it floats up to the surface, it rolls over and it creates like a mat. Them frogs love it. Say it again real quick. I didn't understand you. For real? Are you kidding? There's alligators out here trying to eat you? He's a 12-footer and he has big teeth?
I say we eat tilapia and let the frogs.
Okay, buddy. I mean, hold on. See you, bro. My buddy Jeff Lasser at Gator Pro makes this. It's a alligator harpoon on one, fish gig on the other. Because it's not alligator season, that means we're fish gigging. Let's go. This gig ain't no joke. Watch this. How y'all like that? We've been smashing the bass. Now we're going ninja with the gig. You think there's any bugs out here? Look in the light. Millions of bugs. The nice thing about gigging these tilapia is they're highly invasive. They're non-native and they take up a lot of the resource, a lot of the habitat from our native fish like shellcrackers, bluegill, crappie, and bass. So coming out here and harvesting some of the tilapia is good for us because we can take them home and eat them, but it's also good for the environment. Gabe has done brought us to the motherland. There's bullfrogs, tilapia, and giant gar everywhere.
Right here on your right, straight in front of you.
Light just come undone. That right there is what we call ninja frogging. That's what these bass out here are eating. Big old bullfrogs, just like that. See how they got a hinged back? See how their back hinges right there? They get all locked, cocked, ready to rock, go and launch and jump. But them legs right there, son, that's good to eat. Now I want to give you a shout out to someone that's really awesome. See this dude right here? He's got this, it's called the trash can. It's a bucket lid. He made this so that when you're on your boat, you could just take an empty can, throw it right in there. Just like that. But Gabe has modified it. Not for trash, but for holding frogs. Ain't no shame in our game. That's why I went with this motor and this boat. You do not get stuck. Frog legs for dinner, baby. Oh, I caught it. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, sorry, Austin. Right there, boys. Look at the size tilapia.
You're doing good.
I'll take it.
There's one so big over here, he's swimming. Oh, nope, he just jumped.
This is the big one right here.
Ooh, that's a good one right there.
Oh, yes.
Could you imagine the damage we would have caused if we had one of these when we were 16 or 17?
Something done chewed off half his foot. He literally just looked into my heart. He looked directly into my eyes right there and said, I want to go free. Well, my buddy, it's your lucky day. He's like, lucky nothing. I'm getting the heck up out of here. Hey, what does Jake always say?
He's getting the heck up out of here and getting out of shape.
So, you know the good thing about this? We've been using this trash can lid. They got all these frogs in here. We're probably going to cook a mess of them for dinner. But I'm going to take them back, let the girls play with them. And I'll let the girls make up their mind what they want to do. More importantly, I want to tell you guys thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being a part of all this. When me and Gabe were kids, this is literally what we dreamed of doing. Whether we were out in the back ditch or hunting with our BB guns or out with our dad or brother, Aubrey, whatever. This is what we loved to do. And if you would have asked me back then, would you rather win the lottery or be able to have this as a career? I would have picked this 100 out of 100 times. It's a blessing to be able to make videos for YouTube. That's not made up. This isn't like hocus pocus. This is what we really do. We brought a frog gig, but we haven't used it. We caught bass, we gigged tilapia, we caught frogs, and we've had a great time. This boat, it's a pro drive, right?
Yeah.
You can watch, Gabe uses it all the time. This is my first time ever coming on it. He wanted to show it to me. This thing is the proper weapon to do this with. It's really amazing. And I think we've had about enough fun for one night. We're gonna head back to the truck, load the boat up, and I'm gonna head home. But I will see you back at the house. Thanks for hanging out with us. So we brought the frogs back, and this morning Aria claimed this one. And what's his name?
Frogger.
Frogger. She's went and got him food. Are you gonna keep him as a pet or what?
Yeah.
He's just gonna hang out with you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you leave him in your pool and let's go. The frog's wearing a life vest. Let's take the other frogs out to the pond and put them out there. So see, we have tons of little insects and tadpoles and all kinds of stuff in the pond that I think these frogs are gonna eat. And it'll be really cool to have a bunch of bullfrogs in our pond croaking all night long.
They're totally hungry.
They're totally hungry?
Yeah. Wait for me.
Wait for you.
Oh yeah, wait for me.
We did our best. We're adding cool stuff to the pond.
Aria, try to catch him without killing him.
Here, Mom.
If you guys just watched the swordfish video, you watched, I was using a different knife and I was explaining how well a silver stag fits in your hand versus most other knives. And that's something that's hard to explain unless you're used to using a silver stag. They just literally fit your hand so perfect.
Are those the guts popping out?
Some of them. Look at that fillet. That's what I'm talking about. And then when it comes to skinning, you just have so much feel with this knife.
You like my bathing suit?
I love your bathing suit. It looks so pretty.
It's actually pretty green.
Yeah, do you like my fish?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how pretty that. I mean, that's just a perfect.
I love that side.
You love this side?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's red? You want to
No.
bite?
No.
See you in the kitchen, y'all. As many of you know, I love Meyer lemons. Well, my little brother BlueGabe, he's also a YouTuber, and he does this like mailroom Mondays where people send him stuff. One of you sent Gabe this for me and said, cook fish with it. So there were no directions, but we're gonna use this to cook this. Put that in there like that. Whisk this up. It smells good. And now with cool water, we're just gonna continually try to turn this into a batter. It kind of looks like cottage cheese. That's a pretty piece of fish. Put them in there. You know what really gets Sarah? Like whenever I'm cleaning fish in here and I throw fish scraps and I don't tell her about it and then it starts stinking the whole house up. She's not real fond of that. Now, I didn't add salt, I didn't add anything. I just rolled it in this batter. I guess you'd call it batter. To all the Deer Meat for Dinner fans out there, if you want to send Gabe some fan mail, I really am not a big fan of fan mail. I love seeing everybody out in the public. But man, I feel so guilty when y'all send me stuff. I would rather you just spend money on random people, just in the gas station or in a restaurant, buy someone something. To me, I would way more prefer you do that than to send me something. It doesn't look like it's really sticking. This is the weirdest cooking experience ever. I've been convinced all along that it won't work, but now, if I were to have just walked up right now and looked at it, I would have said, oh, that's gonna be beautiful. But up until now, I thought it looked terrible. I'm gonna keep my judgments to myself until I actually taste it. Kill our heat and take it out. Just set it right on there.
What kind of batter is that?
Check this out. It's Meyer Lemon bar mix.
Yum.
I actually thought you guys were trying to set us up with some kind of nonsense.
I would have never guessed that.
Neither would have I. That's why I tried it.
What?
But now look.
It's so yummy.
See how flaky and whatnot that is? It's moist.
That's nice.
It looked terrible until it looked great.
When was the terrible point?
It looked terrible the whole time. It looked like cottage cheese. It looked terrible. But then
It's great.
it was like boom. It turned out perfect. I can't believe
taste
it.
now that you said that. This is my favorite breader. Like, this is my favorite.
Really?
Hands down. That's good.
Shocker, but it worked. Whoever you are that sent that, thank you so much. And there will be a link to Gabe's P.O. Box in the description below. While you're there, check out deermeatfordinner.com. We got all kinds of new shirts, merch, apparel, and it's live on the website now.
Oh, people want to know about the hat.
I'm gonna do a limited supply of hats, but they're not available yet. Once they get in, and I'll let you guys know. But we have 40 cutting boards left. We probably will not have them again for at least a year. There's 40. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. But hey, take care, you guys. God bless. And we are...
Oh, that was hot. Go on.